Welcome back, folks, to Let's Replay Stonekeep. And when last we left off, we're still exploring the first floor of the Shaga mines. And we have two areas of significance that we haven't yet gone too far into. The first area is here, the area where the music changed. And if you remember the sewers beneath Stonekeep, when the music changes, bad things are probably going to happen. And bad things will happen if we're not careful there. But we're not going there first, and we're not going here either. There'll be a very long corridor there, and probably quite a lot of enemies. We're going to go back to here first. We need to go there because we need to free that dwarf, and I said before that I didn't want to go there because going there sets off a sort of time limit. It does set off a time limit if you're not careful. We're going to be careful. I'm just checking to make sure we're going the right way, and we are. There really is no way to deviate from this path, and no way for me to get lost. I say, and then I manage to turn around somehow, and get lost on an entirely linear path. It's not going to happen. Hopefully, anyway. And then it happened. Anyway, if you don't look in the direction where the dwarf is in a cage and is at very low health, the event does not trigger. So as long as we just pass the dwarf and not go and say hi, we'll be able to quite safely go and explore around. We want to go this way. This way will lead to where we want to go. We definitely want the key, which we can use to free that dwarf, and then we'll want to get some equipment for him. We don't have that much equipment for him at all. No helmet, no armour, apart from a leather armour, and no real decent weapon. We don't even have a shield to give him. That is bad. We're going to head this way until we get to where we need to go, which is the stairs down, and ignore the stairs down. Let's just go this way, shall we? Ignoring that enemy that wasn't really that much of an enemy. And we're nearly there. If there's one thing that this game has, unfortunately you do have to do quite a lot of walking. That's probably why the game has quite a few mana circles scattered around, so that you're not constantly going back to refill on healing water. I could do that, and I might do that at some point, but not just yet. Alright, it's time to save, because we could still do this wrong if we're not careful. Mainly by accidentally looking in the direction where the dwarf is. Let's just ignore that there's any turning to the right here, and just go south. There we go, much better. We need to be very careful of the fact that there will be some enemies around here. Probably some Shagas. And there is one right there. Let's get our arrows ready. That said, we may not have an opportunity to throw many arrows if this Shaga runs at us immediately. Hello, how are you? You are running immediately at us. Unfortunately, there are arrows that we can throw at you faster than you can kill us. I hope you weren't one of the friendly Shagas that we will encounter later in the game. Probably not. There is another cage here. Nothing in the cage. And there is the remnants of somebody here. We'll just grab that skull. There's really no reason to have skulls anymore. There is also another cage here. We can open this one, and there's just a skeleton in here. Nothing we can do there. We want to head down here next, and see if we can... we can destroy this, and move forward. We need to find a key. Very specifically, we need to find a skull key. You may have that skull key body over there, and if you do, we're going to take it. There is a skull, you have nothing, and there's an enemy over there that's really not that dangerous. I'm surprised that the Shagas get killed by these, but we'll just deal with them. There we go. Those attacks seem to be very random indeed, and I'm not going to attack this one. I'm just going to let this one fire its projectiles at us. And it's not going to fire its projectiles at us for some reason. Maybe if I step back and then here. Nope, you appear to have given up. Oh wait, you're firing them again. And now you are dead. I was going to try and show off the fact that they can kill themselves with their ranged attacks, but we didn't get much of an opportunity to do so. Just get rid of all of this here. I don't know how a sword manages to do this, but it does so quite capably. It's also a very fast swinging sword now. We'll get rid of even more of this rubble. This mine is not very safe. I'm not surprised. A little bit more here, and a little bit more to get rid of. If there are any Shargas still alive on the other side of this, I have to question how they managed to get out of this area. Alright, Orb of Afri, what is here? The answer is that there are some enemies over here. Quite a lot of enemies. In fact, we have managed to get over to this area. We can get to here by using this corridor, I believe. Let's just have a look here. There is at least 3 enemies over there. Is there another enemy nearby? There's one just around the corner. Will you come to attack us? Not unless we come to attack you. Fair enough, we can do that. Where are our arrows? Also, we've got to be careful, because every arrow that we do pick up with the right mouse button is being removed from our pile of arrows. Hello! Have an arrow. Also, would you like another arrow? You'd like to just stand there? That's perfect! You didn't really dodge that well there. That was rubbish. Let's just left-click these, and it wants to put them there. Let's actually move a pile of arrows to there, shall we? So that that doesn't happen again. We don't want to lose all of our throwing arrows. That would be disastrous. Anything here? No. What about here? Ah, some really good armor here. This is really good armor. One problem, though. It's guarded by all of these enemies. And you stop right there. That is really advantageous to us. We'll just throw this and throw that. And eventually we will kill you. Eventually. We actually wanted to keep a hold of one of them, didn't we? There we go. We gained a skill. We gained another point of missile. Now we have 3 points of missile. We'll put that there, we'll put that there, and we'll put that there. Marvellous. We'll just grab all these skulls that were thrown at us. Anything else here? There are a few rocks. We definitely want those rocks. And we want to grab that at some point. And to do that, we're going to have to get hit a few more times, which is not good. And you're going to throw a skull at us. Have you already run out of rocks, Mr. Sharga? I think you may have done so. Have an arrow. Have another arrow. Have a third arrow. There we go. And for some reason, you turned around to get hit by that again. I have no idea why you'd want to do that, but you did it anyway. It makes this fight quite a bit easier, that's for sure. We'll just fight you in melee. Have at thee! We have a sword, and you actually hit quite hard. Fortunately, we can kill you quite capably. There we go, nearly got you. A few more hits, and maybe you're not going to die so easily. Maybe you're not going to perish so easily. You are now gone. That took far longer than I wanted it to. Far longer. Let's just grab this awesome armor. This is Dwarven armor. We can't use it. But Farley can. It's quite good. We'll also grab this here. Also a piece of Dwarven armor. There is also this helmet. It's quite good. We'll be using that, which gives us a spare helmet. And a spare axe that we're also going to be using. I wonder why all of this is here. What's in here? The answer is a skull key. We want that skull key. We also want this gem. And this gem. And this is another pick. I think it's a better pick. Here's a healing root. And that's it. That's fine. We may not have much health right now, but we don't need that much health right now. What we're going to do is we're going immediately to go up here and rescue that dwarf, because we need to rescue that dwarf. Mainly, we want to have somebody else that will help us fight, and also, we are looking for dwarfs from a party that got lost a season ago. Farley did say as much. This might be one of those dwarfs. We're going to save before we go and talk to this dwarf. Here we go. We'll just save right here. And move in this direction. And turn to face this dwarf. And head this way.
Chadra Chuka?
Kachachunika Chakra Karzak Tachak.
Drake, we must free him. Karzak, Nico Farley, Machak o Drake.
Aye.
We will free this dwarf that Farley has identified as Karzak. The door to that cage is now unlocked, and we can put this key here. Let's open this.
Death awaits us. We are searching for Farley's brother, Domber. He was taken prisoner by the Throgs.
Then we must hurry to the Throgite temple before he is sacrificed to their dark god.
Then this is no time for idle chatter.
Aye.
Karzak is not one for words, and Karzak does not have a lot of health right now. He actually has slightly less health than I thought he would have. Karzak has 4 health. Karzak was voiced by Philip L. Clark, who, among other things, was Betruga in Doom 3 and Doom 3 Resurrection of Evil. He was also Baron Dark in Skeleton Warriors, and King in The Pebble and the Penguin. He is also credited as additional voices in the Smurfs television series, Disney's Aladdin, The Little Mermaid, and the Alvin and the Chipmunks television series, among other things. Let's get some equipment on you, Karzak, because you have no equipment, and if you get hit once, you will die. There you go, much better. You also want this helmet, you also want this axe here, and because we don't have a shield to offer you, we might as well give you a, let's actually just switch that there. We might as well give you another melee weapon. Let's give you one of the hammers, because if memory serves, you're pretty good with hammers. There we go. Let's close this, shall we? I think you can actually step into them if you want to. No, you can't. Never mind. Also, notice the skeletal remains at the back there. Let's have a look at Karzak's stats, shall we? Just a little bit this way. Nothing there. Karzak looks serious. He seems to be notably strong, slightly agile, and notably healthy. His skill with axe is great, and he is skilled in hammer and shield. Much like Farley, he can use axes and hammers really well, but cannot use any other weapons. There is a notable exception in the dwarfs that we'll meet in the 3rd dwarf that can join your party. We'll see that soon enough, and we want to head this way right now. We'll also, I think, be making a little bit more noise as we move, as there are now 3 of us as opposed to just 2. Let's go this way. And down we go, with a party of 3 people, not a party of 2. We are that much better able to defend ourselves. That said, we have the minor problem that we are about as healthy right now as a party that have been hit quite a lot by various Shagas and other foes. Let's go this way, shall we? Nothing here. Aha, there are those. We do not want to get hit by them at all, so we're just going to stand here and let them attack randomly. Eventually they will stop, and that is when we will attack them, by throwing these arrows. There we go. Have an arrow! Marvellous. And you launched a few attacks, and you'll note that that one just died. That there is one of the enemies just shooting those projectiles and killing themselves in the process. And we missed there, that's okay. Eventually this foe will run out of health, and thus won't be a problem anymore. Let's just throw this. Much better. And you are gone. Brilliant. Let's just put those there. How many arrows are in there now? Still only 4. Good. We could put as many rocks as we like in there. This leads over to here, which is handy because here is where the healing circle is. We can heal as much as we like here, and we're going to, because oh my, do we need to. Look at all of the lack of health that we have. Let's go all the way to the top of the scroll. No quick way to do this, sadly, so we just have to scroll up there. We'll just put that there, and we're going to do some healing, starting, of course, with Drake. We'll get him all the way up to full health, and then we'll start healing Farley. There we go. And we'll just get more mana there, and do some more healing. You have a maximum of 140, but what about Karzak? Let's find out. We're already up to 95, and you'll notice that that bar has only just gone to the ochre colour. It can go even higher than that. It can go all the way up to 180. Karzak is really powerful. You could argue that Karzak is actually stronger than Farley. And that, I think, is because you don't necessarily get Karzak in your party if you don't do this level correctly. It's very difficult to do this wrong. I mean, you'll pass by Karzak and you'll likely find the key and then guess that that key is used to unlock that cage. Imagine if the cage had just been unlocked and we go, you know you could literally just unlock that, right? I can. Oh, turns out I could. And then he joins you. But no, you need to find that key. Any foes here? There is one Sharga there. Let's see if we can go over and say hello. And we're going to save just in case, because you never know, something terrible might happen. There we go. Much better. Hello, how are you? Are you well? You're going to run away. Is this a trap? Let's find out. The answer is it may be a trap. Let's go this way. We can't see properly into this area yet. Are there loads of... No, there appears only to be one Sharga. There's a switch here, though. I don't like the fact that there's a switch here. So let's give... Uh-oh. Well, that was silly. We have fallen into a different area. Where are we? We are in the Sharga Mine's second level. There are also some skulls. One of them, actually. And some other items as well. Let's have a look at what's here. Here is another rune staff. You can avoid falling into here, but if you do, you avoid getting this rune staff, which is slightly better than the one that we had before. This rune staff has 40 mana as opposed to 25. It also has another thing working to its benefit. It has more than 2 slots that you could put runes on. There are 3. Let's just get some runes on this, shall we? Let's get a fire rune here, a healing rune, and a silent actions rune. And we might as well use the meta rune here on the fire rune to make it that much more potent. There we go! There are also some scrolls here. I wager these scrolls are going to have some spells on them. Let's have a look.
This worthless rune does nothing but heal people, not hurt them. Take this rune and get me a new one. Looks like it would have helped you pile of bones, huh? And that other one can only read things. I wonder...
The other one can only read things. Well, this appears to have been a, either a Throgish or a Sharga rune staff. Let's read this one, shall we?
Interesting.
We wouldn't know that that one reads things unless we'd have read the other scroll. There we go. So this will let us read things that we couldn't otherwise read. Let's just call this comprehend. If we could spell comprehend right. There we go. Comprehend languages. Because that's what effectively it does. It lets us understand what is written somewhere that we can't read. Is there anything in here that will be handy to us? Or are we now on the second level? No, we can just leave. That's good. Where does this lead to? It leads to here. Have we been here before? Does it matter? We can throw things at this enemy. And this enemy is going to hold on to that axe, and that is very rude. We need that axe, and the only way you're going to give that up is if we kill you, isn't it? You happen to be dead. That was very handy. Let's go this way. Where are we currently? Good question. There is only one answer to that question. The Orb of Afri will tell us. Where are we? Is this somewhere we've been before? The answer is yes, it is. It's this way. It's very close to where we fell down. If we stand here, it remains open. That's really good. So we'll just head this way instead. Knowing full well this time that there is something, we have gone entirely the wrong way, haven't we? Yes, we have. We've just stepped out of that area when we didn't mean to. Silly us. And when we come back, folks, we will explore that area. Then we will go into here. We need to go into here. I thought we needed to go into here to rescue Karzak, but no. There is another, even more important thing we need to get from there. And we'll get that next time. So I'll catch you next time, folks, and I'll see you then. Later.